Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in for another episode of Talks with Tony. Now, I didn't have a small business Saturday on my spirit today, and I just really can't force anything, so nothing really hit me. A lot of those situations are in TonyGaskinsAcademy.com in those courses. So, just for the sake of, to be fair to the students who have taken and made that leap, made that investment in TonyGaskinsAcademy.com, I try to keep some stuff exclusive for them. So visit that if you're interested in entrepreneurship with purpose, YouTube for beginners, social media mastery, and things of that nature, building your business. But we got us a letter here. I'm going to make sure she didn't say her name in the first sentence, and I'm going to jump on in here. Hey Tony, I came across your videos since my split from my husband, and they have helped me so much, but I still have that lingering feeling that I should try to save my marriage. Please discuss and email me if you do a video on it. Thank you. God bless. Here we go. I met a man 19 years my senior. Here we go. I met a man 19 years my senior, 21, as a single mom, 40, of an 11-year-old girl at a church pantry where we would also praise and worship. This right here confused me because she said I met a man 19 years my senior, and then she put 21 as a single mom, 40. So I think you mean 19 years her junior as a single mom, 40, of an 11-year-old girl at a church pantry where we would also praise and worship. Come here, buddy. You give me a hug. Night, night. Going night, night. All right, sleep tight. What time you waking up in the morning? Early. Daddy filming. Mama said she just washed your hair. It's looking good. Don't trip, don't trip. All right, baby. Wave me down. Right. Why give me some crowd legs now? So listen, when them crowd legs get here, I got to go. All right, when them crowd legs get here, I got to go. And don't try about. Oh, you eat the roach out of sea? Sure do. Tear it up. All right. Call it what you want to call it. Here we go. I met a man 19 years my senior. Now I'm gonna read what she said, and then we could decipher if she said it the wrong way. 19 years my senior, and she put 21 in parentheses, as a single mom. She put 40 in parentheses, of an 11-year-old girl at a church pantry where we would also praise and worship. I was in the church, brought him in, got him baptized, and we prayed every day to start a family and have a successful marriage. 6 months later, we were married and had a son. We continued church every Sunday. Then one day he decided to join the Masonic order. To me, everything from there went to HELL. He first decided, then I agreed after the debate. We do not believe that Jesus wasn't a real person, but we still believe in God. That Jesus wasn't a real person, but we still believe in God, the highest, as a spirit, and started saying we are spiritual but not Christians, and stopped attending church. Oh, so that's what he told you about the Masonic order? Okay. Because a lot of them try to tell me they Christians and all of this here. Okay. Oh, that's what, from the horse's mouth, huh? Okay. As our relationship progressed, I noticed he was really addicted to nasty movie, and masturbation, Angela. And even caught him writing to women and even innocently to trannies a few times. Now, That's what she said. I don't know the politically correct term. All right, so y'all do not come over here with that nonsense. That's what she said. Now I don't know what their political name is out there. Innocently and to trannies a few times. Not sure if he knew. Oh, but you knew. He was reaching out to prostitutes online and creating social media profiles, talking to women. Each time I caught him and threatening to leave, he would delete all activity and leave his phone and everything open so I could trust him again. We would have power struggles and arguments over everything, including me being controlling, trust for me, my daughter not respecting him, me disrespecting him, not considering his feelings and decisions related to her, which resulted in name calling and hitting below the belt on both sides. Y'all give me a second. I got myself. It is now year 6, and he cheats on me with someone he met online and got her pregnant, but she lost the child. I spoke to her, and she is convinced that he doesn't love me anymore and wants to start a family with her. She is close to his age. From the time I threw him out, he has lived with her at her apartment while my son and I remained in my home. I have tried the 14-day, 3 days, and cutting soul ties as best I know how, but he keeps saying he loves and misses us and wants to come back home and start over, being completely transparent. I gave him a list of steps to take for that to happen. Step 1, breaking it off with her where I am a witness to it, and contact a pastor for counseling of what steps to take next. He says every day he will and he is going to, but hasn't. Sometimes saying he is going to just get in his own place. I dissolved a business we had together, so he has little money, and the only other option is his mom, which is unsanitary to live. He has gotten comfortable with trying to come fix things here and hounding me about seeing his son and asking can he come back home. I have separated our cell phones, filed for divorce assistance through legal aid, and if approved, plan to ask for child support and custody. My plan is to let the divorce go through if he doesn't make any move towards reconciling, but honestly, I love him and wish he would come to his senses and do right for his family. He was an excellent provider and good father. Did I marry him too young and didn't allow this young man to make mistakes because of my own selfish wants and needs? Is it done? I know it's a hot mess. Help me see it clearly. Thanks. 2014 first pick together. 2020 are the individual picks. Mm, mm-hmm, mm, mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so I get it. So what happened is she wrote it the wrong way. 19 years, my senior. He's her junior. 19 years younger than her, and she is a single mom, 40, of an 11-year-old girl, and they met at the church pantry where we would also praise and worship. I'm guessing he was at the church pantry to get some food because of his living condition. Now, when I look at him, I looked at the picture before I read the email because I saw them down there. And then I saw the title of the email is My Age Difference, God Absent, Marriage Over. That's the title of it. So when I looked at him, I said to myself, he looks like a young man that was homeless. that was raised in a group home. It's just what his eyes said. His eyes says lost and searching. And then for him to have that necklace on with that Mason symbol on his necklace, that's always a sign of a man searching for meaning, searching for belonging, searching for family, searching for love. And that's the same reason why most men join fraternities, and the Masonic order is like a fraternity. So, and that's typically a man's reasoning. Some men will say it's because of business, it's for networking, but really it's for family. The same reason why men join gangs, men join bike clubs, car clubs. It's for belonging, it's for companionship, it's for camaraderie, it's for family. I remember when my teammate asked me to pledge Phi Alpha with him, and I started the process with him just because I was intrigued. And then he told me Martin Luther King was an alpha. So I was like, okay, Martin Luther King was one. Let me try this, see what this thing is. I quickly exited after about 2 or 3 of the meetings. It was not for me. I said, listen here, Playboy. You're not finna be slapping me on my chest without no shirt on, hollering in my face. It's like, no, bro. No, bro. I ain't got the time. You're not finna be hollering at me. And then what had happened was me and him had to live together in my dorm room. I'm trying to sleep one night. He gonna pass gas. That gas hit the fan. We had a fan in the window. That gas hit that fan and woke me up out my sleep. When I tell you I went to choking, that gas hit that fan and hit me in the nose and woke me up out my sleep. And he in there kikiing. I said, absolutely not. He went to the shower. The next night, I took all his clothes, everything out my room, throwed it in the hallway. He come back, banging on the door in a towel, butt naked with that towel on. Let me in, man. Let me in. I said, nope, go to your room. Because they made us move in together because we pledged together on the same line, brothers. I said, no, I need my own space. Counsel, I'm out of this. But I remember, quote, what they call Big Brother. I asked him, he was on our football team too. Me and this guy that I was pledging with was a running back like me. The other guy was a wide receiver. I asked him, I said, well, so man, why you pledge? Alpha? And he said, because I grew up with a mom and 3 sisters. And so I pledged because I wanted a brotherhood. I wanted brothers. I want to be around men. I want to learn from men and, be able to have that camaraderie. And I was like, okay, that made perfect sense. I said, well, I grew up with my daddy, and I really don't need all that hollering at me. And all that, remember the alphabet. They got us saying the Greek alphabet, not A, B, C, D. They got alpha, beta, cat, dog, echelon, frog, the Greek alphabet. And then I'm with my teammate. He what you call a meathead. So he all puffed up with weight, trying to gain weight. Can't remember the alphabet. So he can't remember the Greek alphabet. I got a sharp mind. I knew the alphabet immediately. I learned the alphabet. We supposed to be saying the alphabet together. He stumbling, keep messing it up. So then the big brother gonna holler about line brother number 2. Jump on the back of line brother number 1, cause he carrying you. I'm like, what? Hold on. That's supposed to be metaphorical. This man 220 pounds. I'm 160 pounds. This man jumped on my back. So I'm carrying this man on my back while we in the dorm room screaming out alpha, beta, cat, dog, echelon, frog. I say, what? Saying the Greek alphabet. I say, yeah, I'm done. Y'all want to be an alpha? Go right ahead. I will be a beta, Phi Beta, because I'm not finna be doing all this. So this brother right here, sister. Now y'all excuse me for that tangent, because I ain't even got that much time tonight to be going off on tangent. But I just wanted to go into that to help y'all understand that. And if you read A Woman's Influence, I talk about that a little bit in chapter 1. And so here's the thing, sister. Sister, to be honest with you, I'm a little drained because I've been getting some serious emails. I'm like, these emails cranking up. But I got an email from the young lady about the baby daddy, and that kind of drained me. And to be honest with you, I feel bad for you. You know, I feel bad for you. Like, my heart goes out to you because I cannot wrap my mind around a 40-year-old woman wanting a 21-year-old man. And you a 40-year-old woman. And he 19 years younger than you. Your daughter, or more than half his age. He really your daughter big brother. That's why your daughter disrespect him. Because it's literally, do you know I had a client who she wrote a book about her story so I could share this publicly? Do you know I had a client who got married at the age of 10 and her husband was 19 and he got her pregnant? And so her mom and the bishop made her marry him. Your daughter older than she was when she got pregnant and married. Do you see how that is? So there's literally 19-year-old boys sleeping with 11-year-old girls. So for you, and to be honest with you, he wanted a piece of your daughter. And that's what you got to process. That's what you got to process. That's what you got to think about. When you have kids, it's no longer about you and your comfort and what you want. It's about the safety of your child. So when you got an 11-year-old daughter and this man is close in age to her, and then you bring this man in and you sleeping with this man, you get married to this boy in 6 months. Sister, I'm just without words. And the thing about it, people be like, Tony, these emails real? Yes, they real. I'm looking at real pictures. Ain't nobody gonna grab fake pictures. This is real. This happening in our world. But see, this the thing. Sister, you have to love yourself. See, the thing is you allowed the world to make you hate yourself. And you allowed the world to make you feel less than. You allowed the world make you feel like you're not worthy. And that you have to do something and you got to try to look a certain way. Because this picture look like you got on gray contacts or blue contacts. And then, you know, the hairstyle you got. You know, that's the hairstyle that they give, you know, the fashionable, arrogant, rude white woman in the movies. You know, that hairstyle to wear a little short would be, I don't know what y'all will call that. Where if it was down, it might be a bob, but it's all just straight, laid over to the front, coming to a little widow's peak right there. And their hairstyle says sexy, sassy, fast, mannish, bold, daring, old, trying to look young, but you're not old because you're 40. Trying to look young, trying to look hot, young and tempting, like you trying to look good for a man that's 19 years younger than you. And that look like color contacts in your eyes. And so, and then you got that nose ring. So when you got nose ring, colored hair, because now you my color, but the hair is a blonde, goldish blonde, a gold. So I could tell that hair dyed because it ain't the same color as your eyebrows. The eyebrows is your natural hair color. So this hair is this bronzy gold with the little short, you know, haircut. I see the sides is shaved. And then you got that little nose ring. And then now you got your lashes on. Nah, this picture right here, you was ready, you were due for a fill-in on the lashes, but I could still see the lashes. They parted and they waving now, but I could still see your lashes. It just, you was ready for a fill-in on this. Now, naturally, you got natural beauty. I don't see no makeup on your face. If you got on a little bit of foundation, you can't even tell it. But I don't see no makeup, and your face looks smooth and clear. No lipstick, no lip gloss, no earrings, no jewelry. It looked like you either work in a group home or you sitting in your home. Cause something hanging up on the wall back there. And but them ceilings don't look like a house ceiling. That look like a place of work ceiling, like you're a nurse or work in a group home or something. And it looked like an apron hanging on the wall and a little file cabinet. That reminded me of my group home I used to work in, but that could be your house, But I could tell very, down home, not nothing fancy living situation, if that's where you live at. And then these drapes behind his head, it looked like he's sitting in the Masonic temple. And I could tell he lost. Now see, what you found out where he with that Angela and that perm, see, he also have gotten into, and see, you say you don't know if he knew about the transvestite. He knew exactly what he was reaching out to. I could see it all on him. And when somebody lost like that, and the reason why I know he lost and that he kind of raised himself and that he has no identity is because you said his mom's living situation is unsanitary. So that tell me a whole lot. If his mama at this age in her life lives in a situation that is unsanitary for him to live in. And so that tell me that if she doing like that at this age, that she probably was almost non-existent in his life. And that is also why he was looking for a mama in you. See, he didn't want you to be his wife. But because he can tell you wanted him romantically instead of like little bro, instead of like your adopted son, which he could have been your adopted son. My sister had her first child at 16. You 19 years older than him. There is women having babies at 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 18 is an adult. So even if you had a baby at 18, my wife had our son at like 19 or 20. So you literally old enough to be his mama. You old enough to be his mama. That's why he don't want you. He does not want you as a wife. That's why he sleeping with and living with the girl that's his age. Because you his mama that he's in incest with. The girl his age is his girlfriend. That's where he want to be. And see, he came to you for what? Security. Because he didn't bring no money to the table. You say he was a provider. How he a provider when he ain't got no money? You said you done dissolve a business and he ain't got no money. Then he not a provider. How he a provider if he living off you and he go from living off you to living with her? What is he providing? Dang-a-lang. That's what he providing. Dang-a-lang. He ain't providing nothing else. Because if he was a provider, he wouldn't need to live with you. He went from living with you to living with her. Now, you told me to tell you the truth. Now, what you said to me? Help me see it clearly. Okay, I'm going to help you see it clearly now. Y'all got to forgive me. Might not come out the way you want it to come out. Y'all got to forgive me. But let me tell you this right here now. If I'm going to give you my time, you're going to get this smoke when you got to get this here smoke. All right? Don't y'all be sensitive. And in your feelings now. Because ain't nobody else going to tell you the truth. And some people, you being too hard on them. Oh, don't be hard on them. They already feel. Listen. That's the problem with us now. Is we want everybody to kiss our behind. We want everybody to tell us what we want to hear. We want everybody to talk to us like we're a baby. We want everybody to talk to us the way I got to talk to my 6-year-old son. You see what I'm saying? That's how we as adults want somebody to talk to us. No. When you old enough to smell yourself in every crevice of your body, you need to get talked to with some realness. You hear me? So let me tell y'all right now on this here page, don't write me nothing if you don't want to hear the honest truth. Feedback. It's always coming from love, but love could be tough too. All right? So now listen to me. This young man and sister, y'all picture, when I tell you the picture of y'all together, when I tell you this boy look every bit of your son, it ain't a soul in the world will look at this picture and think y'all married. Not a soul in the world. This is what I do every day, all day. If somebody showed me this picture, ain't nothing in me would have made me think this is a husband and wife. This looked like a mama and son. And I'm going to tell you, it looked like a mama who made her son her king. With the way he hugging on you with his hands wrapped around your breast. Hand all on top of there. And yeah, that going to happen. Son hugging mama like that. But you know, typically son ain't gonna be hugging on mama from the back like that, and which makes sense because y'all not mother and son, y'all husband and wife. But listen to me. I done seen this boy here before. I done seen him before. And what I mean by that, I know his type. That's why I said I could look at people and I could tell their whole life story because I done seen his type. In the right situation, he'll date him a man. Because he lost and he's searching. He looking for something, but he don't know what he looking for. He need Jesus. You try to introduce him to Jesus, but see, this is what I try to tell y'all. So many Christians kill your witness. You kill your witness by putting that monkey on him. So here you is could have been big sis, led him to Christ, but instead you taking him to church and then putting that monkey on him. And when you put that monkey on him, that make him lose faith in Christ because he like, this woman done seduced me into marriage. He looking at you and he's saying, where and how is Jesus whole? Where and how can Jesus be real if you claim to serve him but you not whole? You in a place to where you have to prey on a man that's 19 years younger than you. And see, the reason why I have to call it pray is because you too old. You twice his age. So 19 years. So he 21, you 40. 20 times 2 is 40. You twice his age. You done been around the world 2 times to his 1. You know way more than him. You way too old for him. So, and you talking about, I wish he'll come to his senses. It ain't him that need to come to his senses. What young man not gonna sleep with a 40-year-old woman that got a house, car, that he lost? He was practically an orphan. If his mama living in a rat and roach infested, because that's the only way it's gonna be unsanitary. If she living in a rat and roach infested or drug infested environment right now, where was she his whole life? What was she doing his whole life? So he practically was an orphan raising himself. And now see, the thing about it is, had he been born to another mama, he could have been an actor or a model, because this is what they try to go for right here. In the industry, the brother to where, you know, he got thick eyebrows, so that just, you know, give him a full feature. He got a good head of hair. I mean, full hairline. He got, you know, none of his features too big. His lips ain't too big. It ain't too small. His nose ain't too big, based on the society standards. So, you know, for a reference, for those of y'all listening to this, he looked like an actor. He looked like what Hollywood put in their movies. Looked like a lighter skin of Denzel Washington's son, or little cheekier Terrence J. You know, more proportion face Michael B. Jordan. You know, Michael B. Jordan got a set of nostrils on him. Nah, y'all hollering about he the sexiest man in the world. 2020. I don't know what a handsome man look like, but I know if a man smelling all of that with them nostrils, come on now. That's what y'all just looking at money and muscles. But this brother here look like one of them actors that Hollywood trying to choose. One of them actors. So that's how he was able to play on you. Because for one, he's not your equivalent. Now, when you was his age, he would have been your equivalent. But at 40, he's not your equivalent. So his version, the man that looked like him at 40 is not compatible with you at 40. Y'all looks are not, you're not looks compatible. And what I mean by that is, you don't look bad. You don't look bad. You're a pretty woman, but men are afforded more options in the world because of the ratio of women to men. So a man, let's say he look a little frail. Let's say he's 8. I say, and I'm going off my matchmaking expertise. When I was matchmaking, when women give me their list of what they looking for in a man and send me their pictures of the celebrity lookalikes of what they looking for in a man. Let's say he's a 7.5, 8, right? If he 40 years old, he would be able to get a woman that's a 10. If you felt like a 10, you wouldn't want no 19-year-old man, because you would have to pick of the litter between ages 35 and 45, which is your age range where you need to be at. You would have to pick of the litter. But the thing is you had a daughter, you started working, so you got a little relaxed, you know, and you kind of start to chill and go into mommy zone. So when you do that, you don't try to do everything. You ain't at the gym 5 days a week like a woman with no kids and 25 years old. Now, there's still some women that's 40 that's at the gym 3 to 5 days a week. When I used to go to the gym like that, to the real gym, I would see that. I would see the same women in there, same men in there. Now, this gym was a little different because it'll cost you. So you got into real life. You got into real life, and you kept what God gave you, the natural beauty, but you didn't say, I'm finna just, bust my butt and do everything I can to earn enough money to keep the eyelashes filled in, to keep every extra pound that I don't want, to keep all of that off of me. And you said, look, I got bills to pay, I got a daughter to take care of, I'm not finna be around here eating chicken breast and asparagus and on no Stairmaster for 45 minutes a day. So you kind of just living life, and so what done happened now? He done put you through some stress or something, because from the picture when y'all first met 6 years ago to the picture of 2020, your body has changed. So that probably come from stress. That could come from stress, or at least the look in your face. 6 years ago, it was more like a youthful, joyful look. 2020, it looked like I could see the pain in your eyes. And the reason being is because you just wanted love. You looking for love, but you first got to go to the love of God. You first got to get the love of God. And you have to truly tap into that love and know that you're worthy, and know that you don't have to stoop, and know that you don't have to settle, and know that you don't have to prey on a man. Not pray for a man, P-A-P-R-A-Y, but you don't have to pray on a man, P-R-E-Y. You don't have to pray on a man. You don't have to seduce no man. You don't have to get a man that's half your age, hoping that, he'll just be your play toy, your man toy that you can marry and live out your dreams of love. And so many people try to say, oh, age is just a number. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because if it was just a number, we wouldn't keep count. If it didn't matter, we wouldn't keep count. It mattered for a reason. If age was just a number, we wouldn't have benefits at certain ages. We wouldn't have rules and regulations. If it was just an age, if age didn't matter, you could drive at 10. Why you can't drive at 10? All right. Why you can't buy alcohol at 10? All right. Why you can't get SSI benefits at 30? All right. Age matters. Age matters. All of y'all that's out there talking about age don't matter. Age is a number. You can have love. Age don't matter. Use a lie. Use a lie from the pit. And you need to shut up and you need to stop telling that lie, trying to convince yourself that age don't matter because you're desperate for love. Come on now. We got to stop. You got to tell it like an IS is. You got to call the devil a lie and stop lying to yourself out of desperation. Age matter. If your 11-year-old daughter, and I'm talking to everybody that be in the comments on my videos of why older women with younger men, and why older men like younger women, and why young men like older women. This right here speaking to it. Do you see what this young man came to do? He came to get a place to stay. And in order to get a place to stay and have food on the table, he had to put that thing on her. And he put that thing on her, boom, got her pregnant, had a son. And as soon as he got her barefoot and pregnant, what he do? Flip the script, stopped faking like a Christian, went to the house of Masons, came back, told her that he no longer a Christian, that he's spiritual, but he ain't Christian. And that they believe in God the Most High, but not Jesus. That Jesus, we do not believe that Jesus wasn't a real person, but we still believe in God, the highest, as a spirit. And started saying we are spiritual, but not Christians, and stop attending church. As soon as he got you married, pregnant, barefoot, he flipped the script on you. All he wanted was some shelter. He didn't want no love. He wanted some help. You hear me? You is his foster mom. You want to see it clearly? You are his foster mom that is sleeping with him. If APD, DCF, FCF, ABCD find out, you'll be in prison. If you were truly his foster mama, on the paper, you'll be in prison for sleeping with that young man, sleeping with your foster client. But that ain't the situation. This your husband. Sister, you got to go before the cross. I do not know what kind of church you go to, but they ain't preaching the word enough. They not preaching the word enough. You need to go to this here church. You need to show up tomorrow on Sunday sermon, and you need to watch my Sunday sermon every Sunday that I post one. I ain't gonna get to post one every Sunday, and I might have to shoot it tonight for tomorrow, because tomorrow is the Super Bowl and we going to the Super Bowl. Let me answer you right now, let you know I'm answering your question. They ain't preaching the word enough. Because ain't no way in the world the pastor gonna let you be bringing this boy in that church and not somebody pull you to the side and say, sister, what you doing? Sister, this ain't nothing but a spirit of desperation. Sister, God ain't in this. Somebody try to say, oh, God could do anything. Listen, what God do, it's gonna be decent and in order. God not gonna bring you a man 10 years younger than you, 15 years younger than you, 19 years younger than you. God ain't gonna do nothing out of order like that. God ain't gonna finna bring you somebody that's so young you got to re-raise them. God ain't gonna do nothing like that. God not finna bring you somebody that is young enough to be your child And I see people that say that stuff in the comments. You don't know God. You don't know God then. If you think God finna do something stupid like that, you don't know God. I am a relationship coach in these here trenches every single day. And I'm telling you, don't nothing make sense about being with somebody that's 10 years, that you got an age difference of 10 years or more. Don't nothing about that make no sense. A lot of y'all out there doing it, it do not make no sense in the relationship world. But see, the thing is, the reason why sometimes women are like, oh, it worked great. The man gay. The man like men. You the cover up. That's why it worked great. He ain't causing you no problems because he into his men. That's why he ain't causing you no problems. That's why, because he needs some shelter. That's why he ain't causing you no problems. Because he needs somewhere to stay. He need a mama. That's why he ain't causing no problem. But this man here, he was so young, he couldn't even fake it no more. And see, this is the thing. He faked it long enough. And see, different men able to do different things. So some women got their little young man, and I've seen so many women talking about their mama and their grandma got a young man that's 15 years younger, and he pay bills and he's so in love with her. You just don't know men. You just don't know men. I'm a man. I'm here to tell you right now, that man not in love with your old mama, with your old grandma. I'm here to tell you right now, I hate to bust your little bubble because of what you think you see. But what you don't see is his private phone, his secret phone, his second phone. What you don't see, what he do in that bathroom when you think he going number 2. That's what you don't see. What you don't see is when you think he at work and he done called out. But he went to work and punched in, so the boss don't even know he ain't there. What you and who he with then, that's what you don't see. And listen to me, I'm a man. I know men. Ain't no man finna come tell me one-on-one in private. He out of his mouth, he'll tell me in the comments on this video that he like his woman that's 15 years older than him, so he could show her the comment. He'll tell me on an email so he could show her the email. He not finna come look me in my eye man to man where she ain't around him and he ain't recording the conversation and look me in my eye and convince me that he is in love with a woman 10, 15, 20 years older than him. That ain't how men wired. That ain't how men wired. Did you? Do you ever see some stuff too real? Let me tell you, men not looking for wrinkles. Now, man not finna go and say, hey, I want me a old J that been out here 15, 20 years longer than I've been on the earth. What you hear men talking about? What do you hear men talking about? How tight it is. What men talking about tight? What when they talk about loose? What they talking about loose? They talking about something that done been out here. It done been round, and he in there swimming, and they talking about, boy, you was swimming in that thing. But what they be bragging about when they get them a woman they age is ready. Get them a woman they age, and they been here the same amount of time, and if she ain't been out there too much. The way when he get with her, he say he fit like a glove. But if she done been out here and doing all this right here, he's not excited about that. He's not excited that she gonna have sunspots 20 years before he will, that she gonna have wrinkles, crow's feet 20 years before him. He's not excited that she finna have hot flashes 20 years before him. Hot flashes, men on pause, menopause. He's not excited about that. He ain't excited about that. Listen to me. That's what I try to tell y'all. So it's common sense, but as a lot of women, y'all let y'all desperation get so loud that you can't hear common sense. That a man on here crying out to you in the wilderness. Listen, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you.
And you like, you don't know what you talking about. God can do anything. What you think God got me doing? You think I work for the devil? Who you think I work for? Who message you think I'm bringing you? You think I'm bringing you a message that's going to hurt you? That's going to set you up for failure? You think, am I in your DMs trying to sleep with you? When you DM me, am I DMing you back flirting with you? What side you think I'm on? Who you think I'm talking for? Who you think talking through me? God, not no devil. I work for the Lord. So what I tell you, that's wisdom from God. Because if it wasn't wisdom from God, every 36-year-old African American male without a college degree would be saying the same thing I'm saying. So now listen, I got to go because my crowd legs is here. But sister, if you don't get on your knees and cry out to God and repent and run to a real church, a real man or woman of God who could speak life into you, wisdom over you, and to pray over you and help you come up out of this bondage of the spirit of desperation, the spirit of loneliness, the spirit of self-hate, the spirit of naivete, gullibility, everything. Listen, sister, I'm praying for you. I'm praying. You got to run. Get going all the way through. Don't worry. You talking about you want him to come to his sense? Yeah, if he come to his sense, he gonna go on about his business. Cause y'all not a match. Y'all ain't supposed to be together. You putting your daughter through all kinds of trauma. That's why she don't respect the man. You put her through all kinds of trauma because she like, my mama with a boy 2 years older than me. Now what? Your daughter got friends that got boyfriends his age. Come on now, mama. We got to do better. Listen, Apostle Paul says sorrow leads to repentance. So if I hurt your feelings, God bless you, I love you. God bless you, I love you, but let it lead you to repentance, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Hey, this is Tony Gaskin. God bless you. We'll talk soon.